Starting the episode off with a bit of combat training. Have enough rusted experience to get to the next level, so I'm going ahead and taking care of that now. Take a little break from woodcutting, even though I really just only started the grind. Been putting my daily jacket trades into defense since that's still on the backlog, and I'll most likely end up getting that finished before this chunk is even finished halfway. Went through my stack of easy clues again and managed to do enough steps to get another easy casket, so anything good from that? New teleports that I won't be able to use for ages, but other than that, nothing. I just realized that since I'm going to be getting 99 construction, and I can buy the skill cape, that the skill cape will actually be my new best in slot cape for all my combat styles. Since I don't have buying skill capes as tasks on the chunk picker, it didn't pick up that it's going to become my new best in slot. Nice, just completed my daily challenges, got to level 50 archaeology and level 70 firemaking. I can actually put my runimatic on my tool belt now, which is pretty cool. Don't need the adamant one anymore. Level 85 woodcutting, increases my wood box capacity by 10. Can also chop bloodwood trees, but I think you need to talk to that one person in Edgeville before you can actually do anything with bloodwoods. And here's the first 14,400 willow logs. This will be enough to build the buildings 100 times, and it'll give me a nice baseline. Starting at 1,036,000 experience. I'll be sure to note that down, and then once I'm done, I'll see how much total experience I got, and know roughly how many more times I need to build them up. And here's the 1,200 frames I need for the first 100 builds. That got me 327,600 experience. 3 construction levels. That's just making the frames alone. Let's see how many more levels and how much more experience I'll get in the first 100 builds, and then I'll be able to math how many more builds I need to do to get to 99. Although first I need to get up to 600 stone wall segments, so let's go ahead and get that working. I'll need to buy the ones from Bill, and then once Bill runs out of stock here, I'll have to go to the limestone mine and mine some more. And there we go, enough willow frames and stone wall segments to do 100 builds. But before I get in on building up the kitchen 100 times, I'm gonna finish up the 85 defense rested experience backlog, since I have enough to reach 85 now. Alrighty, while I kill the banshees in the background to finish that 85 defense backlog I've had with the rested experience, let's do a bit of math. When I started the construction grind here, I needed basically 12 million in construction experience to reach level 99. Each willow plank I make gives me 6.5 experience. For each build, I need to do 144 of them, so that's a total of 936 experience. Turning those willow planks into refined willow planks gives me 26 experience each, which gives me 36 of them for another 936 XP. Turning those refined planks into the frames gives me 117 XP each. Making 12 of them gives me a total of 1,404 XP. And then I need to make 6 stone wall segments for each build, which gives me 40 XP each for a total of 240 XP. So just making the materials for each build gives me 3,516 XP. Now, after I have made the materials for one build, while you're building it, you can get the perfect build bonus, which if you follow the hotspot around and never miss, you get an additional 20% experience on top of the base experience. If I were to just AFK the whole grind and get a 0% build, I would get the base XP of 9,360 XP every build, for a total of 12,876 XP for every build. Which means I would need to do 932 builds of the kitchen, which would mean I need to get a total of 134,208 logs, which is within my original estimate. However, if I were to do full focus and manage to get the 100% build every single time, I would get 11,232 XP on the build, which with the XP from making the materials would be a total of 14,748 for every build. that means I would only need to do a total of 814 builds, which would only be 117,216 logs, which is actually under my original estimate, which is nice. But let's face it, there's no way I'm gonna be able to get perfect 100% build every time. I just wouldn't be able to keep that focus the entire time. So, after I finish my first set of 100 builds, I'll get some nice realistic numbers of what I can approximately expect to get for every build. And that will help me determine exactly how much longer I would have to do this grind for, so maybe my original estimate of 125,000 will hold true, but just thought I'd share the numbers with you, and we'll see how much XP I actually managed to get during these first 100 builds. Didn't have my recorder up, but I just hit level 85 defense. That's that backlog task finally complete. So let's go ahead and equip the ring, and there we go. Task complete. Be putting all my resident experience into fletching now. It'll help with the fletching grind in general, since I need to get to level 95. Although, as I said before, I'm only going to 90 for the Elder Shortbow, so I can have my new best in slot bow. And then from 90 to 95 is going to become my new resident experience backlog. And since I'll be doing that, I only need to get about like 110,000 logs instead of 190,000 for the fletching grind. And I'll need to get less overall, since I will be putting resident experience in there throughout the whole entire construction grind, and then when I'm doing firemaking, since I'm doing fletching last. Don't think I recorded it, but while I was doing the training, I got another penguin casket, and I got myself a black plate skirt H2. Figured might as well wear this. It's a nice little fashion scape for my black armor setup. But let's go ahead and get started in on building the kitchen 100 times. I will say part of the reason I'm doing the kitchen and not the command center is because there's only 3 hotspots, so it'll actually make it easier for me to stay on the optimal construction hotspot here. But if I can keep this at 100%, then that'll be awesome. It appears on a perfect build, I'm actually getting 11,802 experience, not the 11,232 I thought I would get. That's like 26% more than what the base experience is. I mean, I'm not complaining. It means I have to do less, but it means all my calculations from before are worthless. That means with the experience I get from just making the materials, I'd only need to do a total of 784 builds if I do 100% every time, which would only be 112,896 logs. Level 80 construction! Still on this first 100 builds, only got about 28 left to go. Alright, got that first set of 100 builds done. Brought me up to 2.5 million construction XP, level 82 construction. Ended up getting an average about 15,144 XP per build. So I would only need to do about another 692 builds, so round up to 700 builds. That means I only need to get another 100,800 logs to finish with construction. I'll still do in sets of 100, but it's nice to know theoretically how many more builds I got left to do. And here we have another 14,400 willow logs, ready for another 100 builds. Just gotta process them. There's the 1,200 willow frames made. Just need to make all the stone wall segments now, so off to the limestone mines I go. There we go, all prepped up. Let's do another 100 builds. Daily farm run, and this will be level 60 farming! I can now plant yew trees! Fantastic! I got a couple of seeds of those, so that'll speed up the farming a little bit. Just gotta wait for this to grow, then I'll plant it. And I would love to hit level 75 farming to get the magic tree. Wonder if I'll manage to get that much farming experience before I roll a chunk with a magic tree. I'm one away from the mage training arena, so that'd be nice. I'm not sure where the next nearest magic tree is. Just hit level 85 construction. 25% of the way there. Got that set of 100 builds done, up to 4.1 million construction experience. Still got 8.9 mil to go. It's level 75 fletching. Just been doing a bit of fletching whenever I have enough bonus XP for the next level, since the amount you get from resident experience scales. Guess what, Woody? You're getting yourself a pair of bunny ears. Aw, don't you look cute with your little ears? Up to 65 farming. Decided to come to the Easter event since I can teleport directly to this instanced area. and do a bit of the farming. Gonna do this till I get 75 so I can plant a magic tree. Then I'll be able to upgrade my town hall to tier 3. And then after this, it's gonna be back to the woodcutting grind. Just a short little diversion, about 10-15 hours to reach there. Level 70 farming! I can now buy the second tier of the multi-seeding, but I'm probably not going to do that. I want to save up to buy all the farming outfit pieces first. Sweet, I was hoping to get a second bunny appearance token. Now my Baba Yaga's house can have a pair of bunny ears as well. Here we go, 75 farming! Fantastic! I can now plant magic trees, which is why I was doing this. That is fantastic. Don't plan on really doing this for any longer. Just wanted magic trees to be able to build that tier 3 town hall. There's nothing else I really plan on doing here. I suppose I could do the agility over here. It'd be nice to get some agility XP. Only issue there is if I get level 10 agility, I'll be able to complete the dig site quest. Which means I would need to get 75 attack, 75 magic, and 75 range, as well as 91 constitution, to be able to gain the abilities from the codex you get after that quest. And I don't feel like doing those combat grinds on top of everything else I'm doing right now. And there we go, my magic tree is planted. When that grows up nice big and tall, I'll be able to chop the logs and build the tier 3 town hall. And then once I get the Acadius, once I get this chunk, which is just a rollable chunk after I'm done with this one, I'll be able to build the tier 3 of the kitchen as well, since that also needs magic for logs, and the tier 2 needs Acadia. Back to chopping willows for me while I wait for that magic tree to grow. My magic tree here is fully grown and ready for chopping. Gotta be chopping this for quite a while though, because I need 720 magic logs to build the tier 3 of the town hall, which will be very worth it because it'll up my resident experience cap to 1,500, and I'll be getting 3 resident experience every 3 minutes of skilling in the fort, which will increase the amount of bonus XP I'll be able to be putting on to fletching. And speaking of fletching, once I reach level 80 fletching, I'll be able to turn one into a magic short bow until I reach level 90 for the elder short bow. At least for a short while, that'll be a great bow for me, and I might actually have enough DPS to take care of the very wild events that I can do, the star event and the King Black Dragon. I've gotten close a few times, but just don't quite have the DPS yet. So hoping the magic short bow, or if not that, then the elder short bow will be enough. Taking a little bit to get all 720 magic logs, because whenever it falls down to the stump, it takes about 3 minutes for it to regrow. But thankfully there's a ivy right here I can just chop while I'm waiting for it to regrow. Took me all day, but there we go. 728 magic logs. This will be enough to build the tier 3 of the town hall to get that better resident experience. It will mess with my calculations a bit of how many more kitchens I need to build, but that's fine. I think I'll be getting like 350,000 experience just from this one build, from processing and building, which will be fantastic to add to that. And then I'll be able to figure out exactly how many more kitchens I need to build. Although before I get back to building kitchens, I think I'll do a little sidetrack and get to level 80 fletching so I can make myself a magic short bow in the meantime. I've gotten close to, I think I said it before, but I gotten close to being able to do the very wild event, at least the star one, killing the pyre fiends with just magic with a tier 40. So maybe tier 50 will be able to be enough to, with range, to do the second event at the star. I'll find out once I make the magic bow. Got the materials all ready, and if I manage to do a 100% build on the Town Hall 3 here, I should be getting about 250,000 experience there. So, and I got about 73,000 just making this stuff, so yeah, over 300,000 just from making this, which is very nice. And then I'll be gaining increased rested experience. And there's the tier 3 town hall built, and it just hit level 88 construction as well. Very nice. Ooh, I can actually build the master hidey holes once I gain access to gold leaves. But now my cap is 1,500 for bonus EXP, and while skilling the fort, I'll be getting 3 every 3 minutes. Ended up getting a total of about 336,000 experience for building that Town Hall Tier 3 once, which that is fantastic. So getting that magic shortbow is definitely a priority, because if I can manage to do the star event, get the very wild sack, I can get magic logs from that, and that would expedite my training immensely for firemaking, fletching, and construction. Level 90 woodcutting! I can now officially cut the elder tree. I can also do some mini quests over on the Eastern Islands, but that'll be a long time before I reach over there. Let's go ahead and just give that elder tree though a whack. See if how long it's gonna take me to get one log. Hey, didn't take me that long anyways. How about that? But that's officially a task complete. Chop another log. I'm gonna need another 960 for the command center, and then this one for making the elder short bow, and then once I hit level 90 fletching. And then 90 to 95, as I said before, will be put on the Rested Experience backlog. Alrighty, 16,000 will log should be enough to get me to level 80 fletching so I can make myself a magic short bow. Let's go ahead and get to work on it. Alrighty, one more little log here, and this will bring me to level 80 fletching. Fantastic. I can now make myself the magic short bow. Let's go ahead and get that made. And string it up. And there we go. A nice magic short bow. My new best in slot bow until I get the elder short bow. Hopefully this will be good enough to get me through the second wave of the star event so I can have enough damage to get the wild sacks. Would love to get the magic logs from those. Would speed up my training immensely. My third easy cast is complete. I had another full stack of easy clues, and I only had one doable step, but that was apparently the last step I needed. So let's go ahead and see what we get from this. Ooh, Black Plate Body H4. I'm not going to re-roll that. That's some new fashion skate for me. Oh yeah, got a little green thing on my chest now. This is my new chest piece for skilling. Got enough logs for 50 more builds. Time to remodel the kitchen 50 more times. Just can never seem to get it just right. Woohoo! I'm first star event since I got the magic short bow, and I did enough damage for the second event. That is fantastic. Let's go ahead and see what we get from here. Magic logs. Oh, no magic logs. Yeah, dragon egg for once I get to farm in the far future, but nice to know I can actually get the second event of the star done. I have just come up with a theory on how I could potentially get a better hatchet to increase my woodcutting grind. There's a distraction diversion known as familiarization. It happens every 2 hours, although you can only do it once a week. But after completing it, you can get something called a box of summoning supplies. And when you open the box of summoning ingredients, you have a chance to get bars, anywhere from bronze all the way up to rune. So if I could potentially get a mithril, adamant, or rune bars from there, that would increase my woodcutting capabilities. If I get the rune, that'd basically increase it by 50%, which would be fantastic. But the way that rewards the items is completely unknown. It says it's based off of how many shards you collect during the minigame and your summoning level. So I'm not even sure if I'd qualify for runes bar since I only have summoning level 1, but I think it'd be worth a try. Plus it'd be nice to get the full shaman outfit before I even unlock summoning, because once I unlock summoning, I think it's going to have me go all the way up to like 89 or something. Time to get started on another 50 builds. Let's see if I can't get that kitchen looking just right this time. Here we go. I had to hop like 70 worlds to find it, but I found familiarization. I'm glad I did. Let's see how well I do. Hopefully I can get some bars. Alrighty, that's done. I forgot how much it sucks without having the stamina pools, but I understand it's going to be a low chance or maybe even a 0 chance because my low summoning level, but come on, bars. wolf bones, chinchompas, and a shaman headdress. Oh well, have to wait a week before I can try it again, although I do have weekly resets. I might use one of those. We'll see how well it works, but this will be useful when I have to train summoning. Attempt number 2, I used a weekly reset, so that means I have to wait till next week. Come on, at least mithril bars. Water talismans and water orbs, oh well. And a second piece of the shaman outfit. Oh, I guess I'll have to try it next week. Level 92 woodcutting, halfway to 99. Finished up the building, but I'm just shy of level 90 construction, so I'm just gathering enough to do another 2 builds, and I'm gonna finish that off. Another very wild sack. Come on, magic logs. Yeah! That's a good decent amount of magic logs, too. Almost enough for a full build. Might even deviate to my magic tree and just chop the rest. I only need like 150 more to be able to do it. Once again, after 2 more builds, I was just shy of it, but this will be level 90 construction. Very nice, my second level 90. And it's also going to be on track to be my first 99, since I'll surpass woodcutting in no time. I can actually make the elder frames now. But yeah, I'll unlock one of the ports adventures once I get all the way down to Port Serum, so I can start working on that right away. Let's go ahead and head to my magic tree and start chopping some logs so I can do that build, since I only need 150 more. There we have it, 16 magic frames. Chop some logs from my tree to get enough to do that. This will be ready for the town hall, although I'll save that build for when I start doing my next set of kitchen builds. Another successful star event, 583 more magic logs. That is fantastic. As you can see, I switched over to high contrast mode. I find it much easier to attack the pyrophines this way instead of trying to target cycle, because target cycle doesn't always seem to work for me. But that is fantastic. Almost enough for another build. I just need to cut my own personal magic tree again for the rest of the logs. I'll go do that real quick. Another week, another familiarization. Any bars? Come on! And unlucky. Here we go, attempt number 4. Come on, bars. Tortoiseshell and fishbowl. 4th piece of the outfit. Alrighty, I got enough willow frames here for 100 builds of the kitchen, plus enough magic frames here for 2 builds of the town hall, and that'll be some nice experience as well. Gonna do 100 kitchen builds first, and then finish off with the town hall. Another successful star event. Last 2 I did actually failed, and I'm up to 65 range. Been putting all my lamps into range, because it would be awesome to get the obliteration? Decimation. Get the decimation. Come on, magic logs. Oh, nothing but coins. I mean, GP is good, but I was preferred magic logs. And there we go. That's the last build of the set of builds done. We got 324,000 XP till 94. Very nice. If I just do the kitchens, I only need to build it up about another 350 times, which is pretty awesome. Although I'll probably get some more magic logs from Wildy events and be able to build up the town hall again. One thing I decided to start to do is every trip I take to the willow trees, I'll start by cutting the elder tree here, since it only lasts about 5 minutes when you start chopping it and takes 10 minutes to respawn. And I'm going to need 960 of them to build the tier 3 of the command center. And figured I might as well gather them now while I still need to do a lot of wood cutting, and so I can do something else while I'm waiting for it to respawn. Box number 5. Is this the lucky one? Unfortunately not. And this will be attempt number 6. If this doesn't give me bars, at the very least it'll complete the summoner's outfit with the head add-on. Vampire dust and air talismans. Ah well. Better luck next time. Up to 400 elder logs already. That's not too bad. Just been chopping it every trip to the bank. I head to the elder tree to do some chops and then bank those and then swing back to the willows. Level 95 woodcutting. Fantastic. My wood box capacity is increased by 10. Another successful star event. Actually hit 1500 total level with that mining level I got from it, which is very nice. Let's see, anything good from the wild sack? Ooh, brawling gloves, thieving, and some magic logs. This will be useful for future thieving training. 299 magic logs on that star event. That's fantastic. I think that brings me up to like over 500 now. Can just chop some more logs and get another build of the town hall done. Time for another familiarization box. Just goes to show how long this grind's taken me that I'm on number 7. Willow Branch and Air Talisman. What a shame. All set up for another 100 builds. Got the 94 just making the materials here. I'll definitely hit 95 while building. Might hit even 96. Let's find out. Mr. Coordinate and another successful star event. I got 274 magic logs. I definitely have enough now for a town hall build. Although I'll save that for the next set of builds. Box number 8. Gotta wait another week now. Come on, bars, bars, bars. Oh. Just hit level 95 construction. That's very nice. Don't think I'll be hitting 96. Probably get about halfway there, but I still got a lot more builds to go, though. Another set of 100 builds done. I got 550k experience till 96. If I include the experience I'll get from the one build of the town hall I have in magic logs, and plus once I get enough elder logs, I plan on processing those into frames before I reach 99 and get that experience, have it actually mean something. I only need to do another 225 builds of the kitchen. So once I get enough elder logs here, I'll turn these into frames, and then I can also do the same thing with the magic logs here. Hopefully I can get more for a second build, save even more time. I didn't have my recorder up, but that's another successful star event. No magic logs that time, but I got myself a pair of firemaking brawling gloves. That is just fantastic. That'll be nice to use for the firemaking grind. Alrighty, Pick and Mix, your boxes have been pretty shit so far. Give me at least mithril bars, please. I hate you. Managed to catch the same one with a weekly reset since I only had to hop 2 worlds to find them this time. So come on. Pick 'em sticks, pick 'em mix, whatever. You. Bars. Ah. Bollocks. Out of the desire to take a short break from woodcutting, I decided to turn on achievement diaries of all tiers instead of just the lowest tier until that's complete. So I got a couple of achievement diaries to do. First is telegraph this pickled brain here. Next is to steal some red spider eggs. Gotta make my way out. Run for it. There we go. Next up, the apothecary here, make me a strength potion. Thank you. And then last but not least, have the estate agent redecorate my house with the tropical wood or fancy stone. Thank you kindly. There were a few others that appeared on the list, but there are ones I already incidentally did, so I've already marked them as complete, such as teleporting to Varrock, mining silver down in the Alcarid mine, as well as growing bittercat mushrooms over in Mauritania. That didn't take too long. I was kind of hoping it'd take longer to get them all complete. I'll probably regret changing the rules like that, but I'm not going to change them back now. But back to woodcutting, I guess. Another star event. Am I going to get magic logs? Yeah! 258 magic logs. That's what I love to see. I now have enough elder logs to make the frames for the tier 3 of the command center that I need to build. That is fantastic. I'm still going to be chopping the elder tree though every trip, because once I get a... Hold up, let me open the map here. Once I get Acadia logs from this chunk, which is 1 chunk away, I'll be able to build the tier 3 of the chapel. And so I think I need another 600... elder logs for building the tier 3 of the chapel. So, just to have the logs ahead of time for that. There are 2 more buildings that need elder logs, but the one's locked behind me getting mahogany logs, and the closest is all the way on Karanja. And the other one is locked behind necromancy, and I'm a bit away from necromancy as well. And also, I need Acadia logs to do the quest that needs necromancy. And there we have all 80 frames made and ready to be used. Got the experience while it matters, man. But back to cutting willows, and I'm still cutting elder logs because I still need 600 for the chapel for when I roll Acadius, since I'm 1 chunk away. Another star event. Didn't get any magic logs, but I got an elite casket from the Very Wild Sack. Let's see what we get from this. Ooh, Phoenix Slayer teleport. That's useless. All prepped up for another 100 builds. Theoretically, after all these builds, I should only need a little over 100 more, and then I'll be done with construction. That is fantastic. Let's get to it. Another set of 100 builds done. And since I'm planning on turning the 600 elder logs I'm chopping for the chapel over there into frames, once I'm done with that, I'll need to do approximately 115 more builds of the kitchen. And I'll be done with construction. That is... Oh, I'm so close to it. I can taste it. Wait, forgot to get my recorder up, but I just got a pair of Dragon Rider gloves from a very wild sack. I think that might be a new best in slot for some of the styles. I have to double check. Yeah, these are officially now my best in slot for melee. That's pretty cool. And plus, of course, it's the collection log, so that's always nice as well. Another elite casket from a very wild sack. Let's see what we get from here. Ooh, an ancient stole. That's pretty nice. Although I think I'm gonna re-roll it. I re-rolled right back into another ancient stole. That's hilarious. Guess the game wants me to have a stole. I also got myself some Royal Dragonite from that casket. I think if I make a full set of Royal Dragonite armor, all that would become my new best in slot ranged armor, which is pretty cool. I'll have to look at nice having everything be all one type of Dragonhide. Full Royal Dragonite is now my new best in slot. The one time I'm not recording, and I actually get some bars. Iron bars. It's not an improvement to my hatchet, but I'll be able to improve my pickaxe at the very least. There we go, I got myself an iron pickaxe +1, plus I decided to go ahead and make an iron ore box. Just add this to my tool belt, and that is fantastic to have. Just hit level 97 woodcutting, that is getting up there. Still gonna hit 99 construction first, but this is gonna be my second 99 for sure. I was messing around in the chunk picker, and I got it to recognize to actually have access to both a furnace and an anvil, so I can actually do the emissary tasks, the skilling emissary task up to step 3, so I'm going ahead and knocking this out. First one was to make some bronze two-handed swords. And now, since I'm woodcutting anyways, I should be able to finish the third task there. Got all the metal fragments, let's go ahead and hand them in here. And that's that task complete. Can't do this next one because I need access to Remington, Ardoin, and Draenor before to do it. So it's going to be a while before I can do that one, but I'll go ahead and start the job. Ooh, very nice. Just completed my daily challenges, and I got a level 60 prayer. That's big. Chivalry once I get over to Camelot. After that star event, my cash stack is officially over 10 million GP. I have no clue what I'm going to spend that money on. No magic logs, which is sad. And that's all the elder logs I plan on chopping. I got enough for the frames to make for the chapel for once I get the Acacia trees. I'll have to chop more when I can build the other buildings, but I need like teak and mahogany for those, and by that point I should have multiple elder trees so I can just constantly chop them. But let's go ahead and turn these into frames as well, and then I'll just be chopping nothing but willows until I have enough for 115 builds. And there's all the elder frames I'm gonna need for the immediate future. Let's get back to chopping willows. I'm a little over halfway done for the logs I need for 115 builds. 16,560 willow logs. This should be the last willow logs I need to finish off 99 construction. Let's get this done with. Get my first 99. Amazing how much difference just upgrading from a bronze pickaxe to an iron pickaxe makes for mining this limestone. Because not only, of course, am I mining it faster, I don't have to deal with that message constantly popping up saying my pickaxe is a lower level than this mining node. I am all prepped up for the final builds of the kitchen. I got all the frames and the stone wall segments, plus a bit more for the command center once I hit 99. Let's finish this grind. The longest one of the 3 I have left. Was bound to happen sooner or later, but I hopped through every single world, excluding the legacy worlds, and not a single one had familiarization available. I guess I'll have to try it again in 2 hours. Level 98 construction. I've got 1 level left to go, only 1.2 million more experience to go. This is going to be the last build for 99 construction. Looks like I just had 1 too many builds made of frames, but that's pretty good. So let's get this finished up. Here we go, just any moment now. 99 construction, and boom! 99 construction achieved! That is fantastic! Oh man. That took me like 3 months of just non-stop chopping logs and construction to get, but 99 construction achieved. My first 99. That is fantastic. I can now build a command center. But first things first, let's go get that skill cape. Oh my god, that is awesome to have. Greetings, real estate agent. I want to buy myself a skill cape, please. Can you sell me a skill cape of construction? I have the money right here. Oh, got into my... And there we have it. My new best in slot cape achieved. The skill cape of construction. Ooh, that looks fantastic. And it'll become trimmed once I get 99 woodcutting, finishing the other tasks. Oh, that is awesome to have. Shame it's got a worthless perk, but great stats for the best stats of a cape. Now let's go finish off this construction grind by making the tier 3 of the command center. Our blueprint for the tier 3 of the command center. Shame all that experience is going to be worthless. I actually looked into XP boosts to see if I couldn't manage to complete it earlier, but I had no method available to me simply because I didn't have steel bars. But yeah, I could have been building the tier 1 of the command center instead of the kitchen, but as you can see, there's actually like 6 hotspots instead of 3, so it would have been a lot harder to follow the hotspot. So yeah, let's go ahead and finish this off. And there we go! Tier 3 of the command center complete. After 3 months of work, I have finished the 99 construction task. That is fantastic. 99 construction was actually the very first 99 on my main account as well, so that's pretty cool to have this as my first 99 here. I still got a lot more woodcutting to do though, and I'll get 99 woodcutting by the time I'm done. But I got the firemaking and fletching left to do, and I'm going to go ahead and take care of firemaking next. But that'll be for next episode to deal with, so for now, I'll catch y'all later.